It's a rainy night, stormy night. It's drizzling, lightning. Pretty windy. My umbrella is trying to fly away. Yeah, so people are wondering, what do I eat in the Philippines to survive on a relative budget? Well, I'm about to show you guys one of the things that I eat. So I'm going to the fresh options right now. Squeeze through the jeepney and the cars. So in latest news, some people were wondering about the building collapse. I haven't visited the site in a few days. It looks like they're cleaning it up a little bit more. And last time I heard, there's 3 deaths and 17 still trapped. Yeah, and people keep asking, what I'm gonna do when I get back to America, and I'm pretty much looking up which jobs would be like the best jobs, and what keeps coming up, because you could do it 6 months on, 6 months off. I mean, it depends on the contracts, but this would be the Merchant Marines. Just because it's one of those things that you could do on and off. You don't have to do it for the whole year. So it gives kind of freedom to do whatever. It gives relative freedom, It kind of fits the lifestyle of me coming to the Philippines and the kind of travel lifestyle overall. It's just a little bit difficult to get into. You have to get a lot of credentials. It's going to take about a year to get into. So, and other people were saying to join the Border Patrol. These you get a nice sign-on bonus. Other people were saying to get a CDL. So yeah, oil field, but that's a little bit rough. Oil field is hiring, but I'm getting older and I'm not really in that much physical shape, so it's going to be difficult for me to do anything that's too high in physical labor. Or very technical. There's jobs like the fish processing in Alaska, which is kind of interesting because it's very entry level. It's a very entry level like job, and so if there's an ongoing season, they're likely to hire you with no skills, and it gets long hours, a lot of overtime, and then it pays pretty well. So within a season, you can make good money, like maybe for 3 months. Well, it makes about 6,000 on the low end, 10,000 on like the very high end. So you'll be able to make good money in a season. But I go back. I go back on September. Oh, very windy right now, rainy. It's thunder. It's thunder and lightning in Angeles City. So I'm filming during a little storm right now on MacArthur Highway. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm coming back in September, so I'm going to miss all the seasons for Alaska fish processing. But if I would be able to hit a season, I would get pretty much all the money or more money that I need to come back to the Philippines. But if like if the plan was to keep saving money, then no, I wouldn't. I would have to keep like working and stuff. So anyway, we're at the Fresh Options right now. The good old Fresh Options. I'm gonna go in there and ask for one umbrella. Do you guys have chicken breast without the bone? I would take like 70 pesos worth. I usually eat like 70 peso worth. Yeah, like without the bone and stuff. And do you guys like flatten it? Like, yeah. Like usually get 70 peso worth. It makes up a good. Cook it up. Now, is this with the bone? Do you guys weigh it with the bone? Okay, yeah, the breast, yeah. So, like, do you guys put in the bone weight with that, or is this without the bone?
Without the bone.
Oh, okay, this is without the bone. Good, good, good. Now, can you guys flatten it, like, so it's easy for me to cook?
Cubes, sir.
Is cubes easy to cook?
Yes, sir. Or straight.
Strips are easy too. Yeah, okay. But you guys can't flatten it, like, or is that too hard?
The ground. Chicken ground.
Brown. What's like the easiest to cook? I don't know. What's like the easiest, fastest way to cook? I don't know.
Cubes style.
Cubes? Alright, so we'll do cubes. Alright, thank you. So apparently cubes is like the easiest way. I thought that maybe they could like flatten it and I could make like a little flat chicken breast. Yeah, and I might get some rolls and make a little sandwich, chicken sandwich. Yeah, I don't usually do this, to be honest with you. I haven't came here in like a while, but this was my plan to kind of come here and start eating chicken a little bit more. Because I usually eat eggs and sometimes it can get tired. Okay, so it's raining a little bit harder now, so I can't really get rolls. But they might sell them by me. I'm not sure. Oh wow, it's really raining, guys. It's really raining hard. So yeah, it came out to 90 peso. Let me take cover under here. I might have to put away my camera because I don't want to get it wet. But yeah, it's monsooning in Angeles City. And I believe it's just about rainy season right now, right? It's about to be June 1st. So this is when the rainy season is just starting in the Philippines. So this is how much chicken you get for 90 pesos, exactly, and it's cut in cubes. So hopefully it'll be easier to cook. This is the first time that I'm making it in cubes. It's a little bit more expensive, but I have coconut oil, a little bag of coconut oil. If you're really on a tight budget, probably wouldn't get this if like you're cooking a lot, but I wasn't cooking that much, so I figured like I'd get like a little bag. But if I'm gonna do this like almost every night, then I would probably get like the cheaper seed oil, like canola oil or palm oil or something. So the chicken is simmering right now. I have all my seasonings on there, onion powder, salt, pepper, and I believe I have to put some sesame seeds on here now. Oh, just spilled all the sesame seed. It's gonna be sesame seed chicken. Use all the sesame seed. The cubes are kind of hard because you have to keep on turning them so each side cooks evenly. So let me know if there's any better way to cook it. I was thinking just flat, but apparently they couldn't do it. And yeah, they waited without the bone. So last time the guy put the bone in and waited. I think he was trying to be sneaky. So here's the final product. Nice crispy chicken, the way I like it. I like it nice and well cooked and crispy. I have some garlic on the side, and the only thing missing really is a vegetable. Tastes really good, especially with the sesame seeds. It's like really good with the sesame seeds. I have to use that more often. I think this would taste a lot better if it was mixed. I mean, if I put it in like a pita wrap or like a maybe like a bun, sesame seed bun or something. And put some onion and tomato on it, made like a little chicken sandwich, and I'll be pretty much full for the whole night with this. This would do me justice, and it was only 90 pesos, so you figure almost around less than $2. So plus, and then you're eating eggs in the morning and stuff like that. So you figure you're eating for around the eggs are going to be pretty cheap. They're not going to be that much. So you figure you're eating around like maybe like $3 to $5 each day with like 2 nice solid meals, healthy meals. So for water, you have this jug, this 20-liter jug you use for mineral water that all the locals use, and this is super cheap for me to fill up, cheaper than usual. It's 20 peso. It's usually like 30 to 35, but the place I am, they have an automatic filling station, and it's only like 20 peso, and I can fill the whole thing up. So water is really cheap. It might take a little bit to get used to this type of water, but maybe after like a year of continuous drinking, you're pretty much used to it. I drink this water all the time, and I have no problem with it now. And it's like super cheap, an easy way to save money and kind of live cheaply. because you're saving on like bottled water and stuff.